What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video with Let's Talk Coins. Today we are going to be going over my 1865 2-cent piece. So this is actually a really cool coin. A lot of people didn't know that the United States of America made 2-cent pieces, but they did, and they made them because things weren't as expensive back then, and they just needed some form of currency that wasn't as small as a cent and wasn't a 3-cent or a nickel or a quarter or something like that. So they decided to make a 2-cent piece. This coin was made for a short amount of years. I believe it was like 3 or 4 or 5 years, somewhere in that amount. So it's not a very long-lived coin, but they did make a lot of them. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about this coin real quick. It is graded by ANACS in a VF20, and I'll give you a close-up of it here in a minute. But it was made in 1865, as you can clearly see. It says 1865 up there. 13,640,000 minted of this year. So 1865 had just under 14 million coins minted. It weighs roughly 6.22 grams, or 6.2 grams. So it's made out of 100% bronze, which I believe this is the only coin minted by the United States that is actually minted, or that is stamped in 100% bronze. You don't see that often. Very few coins have material that it's just 100% of that material. Not even the gold coin that I showed you a few days ago was minted with 100% gold. It had copper in it. So it's definitely not common to see things that are made 100% out of one material, but it is definitely not unheard of, such as this 2-cent piece. So the designer of this coin, front and back, was James Barton Longacre, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. He designed the front, and I'm going to give you guys the close-up of this front. It got the shield. It says, "In God We Trust," up at the banner. Up here, it says, "In God We Trust." So it's very nice coin. I enjoy this design. I think it's a very flashy design. Now, a lot of 2-cent pieces you'll see will have like a black mark up or somewhere on the coin. It's not always necessarily the top right. But most of them do because of the 100% bronze and how it oxidizes. It's just really easy to get marks on this coin. I like the design personally on the front with the shield and the fact that it says "In God We Trust" up there, and the arrows pointing through are really sharp as well. So I'm going to show you the reverse of this coin. It's a very nice design in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. I do like this coin a lot. I did buy it from the coin show I went to 2 years ago, just like the gold coin, and I got it graded as well. So this coin is probably one of my top favorites in my collection, just because it's so, it's not necessarily uncommon, but it's not heard of. So it's definitely a little bit more of a conversation piece, because not everybody can say, "Hey, I got a 2-cent piece in my collection," because they're definitely not as common or heard of. You really have to go to coin shows or something to figure out that they exist. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do my little spiel about it. Not more information, just why I think it should have got higher than a VF20. So it is graded by ANACS, one of, in my opinion, the top 3 grading companies, ANACS, sorry for the glare. But they graded it a VF20. I personally thought it was going to get an XF, personally, but I can see why they graded it the VF20, maybe because of that mark, or the fact that the shield doesn't have as much details, and the arrow could have a little bit more details along with the roses or leaves that are hanging down from the shield as well. Also, whatever was up here in there, that little ribbon, it's gone now, so I don't know what it was, but it's definitely gone. So you can't read it, which is another reason why it could have definitely, I see, could have been marked down a couple grades, or if not all the way down to the VF20, which it got. So this coin is worth about 60, 70 bucks in the VF20 condition, which is still not bad, but definitely could be better, especially if it got like a VF30 or something like that, or an extra fine or an extremely fine or something like that. So I would like to see it get a better grade. So I might get rid of this coin next year at the next coin show and go for a better grade as well. So maybe that's what I'll do. I might sell this and try to buy up for a better graded one. But this is the United States of America on the back. The corn, or the wreath around the 2, sorry, has a very, very good detail, and the 2 is beautiful. Now, I will say something about this 1865. There are actually 4 different variations of this coin. There's an 1865, an 1865 plain 5, and an 1865 fancy 5, and then there's another one that I don't remember. But as you guys can see, I'll try to get as close as I can onto that 5 without it going all blurry on us. But as you guys can see, my 5 is a plain 5. If it was something different, they'd have marked it on ANACS, and Fancy 5 also has a lot more fancy drawing. It kind of looks like somebody had such a smooth flow, and they were just going in one fellow swoop of the brush or something like that. So mine is the plain 5, unfortunately. All the others do have the same mintage, they just use different stamps. So definitely an interesting thing to look out for, especially if you have the 1865 2-cent piece. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I'm sorry how short they are, or they were going to be. I am on vacation, so that's just how it's going to be. So I do apologize for them being shorter, but I did hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. See ya.